Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness is being described as the Caribbean Teflon Don due to multiple accusations failing to lead to charges. It highlights two key investigations. 1. Westcon Construction Limited Scandal. In February 2023, Holness was accused of a conflict of interest in awarding government contracts to a business associates company. Despite a detailed report, the Director of Corruption Prosecution, Keisha Prince-Kameka, ruled there was insufficient evidence for criminal charges. 2. Omission of 4 bank accounts. In September 2024, Holness was flagged for not disclosing 4 bank accounts linked to his family and a former manager, holding a combined $384,000. Prince-Kameka again ruled against prosecution, citing insufficient evidence and accepting Holness's explanation that the omission was unintentional. Both cases suggest a pattern where accusations against Holness, though serious, do not result in charges. The article questions whether these recurring dismissals indicate Holness's political invulnerability. Is Prime Minister Andrew Holness the Caribbean Teflon Don? Despite numerous allegations of misconduct, Jamaica's Prime Minister Andrew Holness has repeatedly emerged unscathed, earning comparisons to the infamous Teflon Don, with accusations seemingly failing to stick. The first significant allegation was dismissed on February 13, 2023, by the Director of Corruption Prosecution, Keisha Prince-Kameka. This involved the Westcon Construction Limited Scandal, where Holness was accused of a conflict of interest for allegedly influencing the awarding of millions in government contracts to a business associate. The investigation, led by Director of Investigations Kevon Stevenson, resulted in a 107-page report implicating the Prime Minister. However, Prince-Kameka ruled that there was insufficient evidence to support criminal charges, stating that no criminal charges can be laid, as additional evidence failed to contradict Holness's defense. In the same ruling, Prince-Kameka addressed a breach of the then Contractor General's Act, the Ministry of Education, the National Works Agency, and the Social Development Commission had failed to submit quarterly reports of contracts awarded to Westcon Construction. Although evidence was found to support this charge, Prince-Kameka determined that the delay in prosecuting would make it difficult to resist claims of abuse of process. A separate allegation involved Dr. Dwayne Vernon, head of the Social Development Commission, who was accused of making a false statement to the Contractor General. Again, Prince-Kameka ruled that the evidence was insufficient to bring charges. Fast forward to September 10, 2024, and another investigation by the Integrity Commission (IC) flagged Holness for omitting 4 bank accounts holding $384,000 from his statutory declarations. The accounts were tied to his parents and a former constituency office manager. Director of Investigations Stevenson recommended charging the Prime Minister for failing to declare the funds. Holness, however, claimed ignorance, explaining that his name had only been added to the accounts as an emergency contact, and he had no direct involvement in them. Prince-Kameka, reviewing the case, ruled again that the evidence was insufficient to support criminal charges. She highlighted that Holness's explanation seemed credible and intentional omission was not apparent. Citing legal precedent, she concluded that the prosecution would struggle to prove Holness's intent to deceive. Furthermore, an international forensic investigator hired by the IC found no illegal activity in Holness's financial dealings after a 6-month review. This investigation also looked into the Prime Minister's purchase of shares from a financial institution, which was deemed lawful. Despite these allegations, Holness's statutory declarations remain uncertified by the IC as the investigation continues. Yet, the consistent rulings in his favor raise questions about whether the accusations simply lack merit, or whether the Teflon Don comparison is more fitting than we realize. What are your thoughts? Is there a pattern of unjust accusations, or is Holness just too well protected? After all, Holness has a well-placed current and former DPP on call. We'd love to hear your comments. Jot them down below. Like, share, subscribe and comment to Jamaica Diaspora Diaries for more updates on news affecting the Jamaican community and diaspora. Thank you.